There we go. Why is this so small? Hi. I'm just trying to figure out why my video is so small. It's usually much bigger than this. But we may just have to read to a small screen today. How are you? How are you? Welcome to story time. It's Wednesday. We ran here from Madeline was at the beach with her auntie and her cousin, but she was ready to go anyway. Oh, say hi to Jima. Hi. So she's still in her bathing suit because we've only been here a few minutes, so she's a little wet, but she's ready for story time. I don't know what language she's speaking right now. So, but I left her brother at the beach with. Okay. Goodness gracious. But here we are. My silly Willie. She's been in the sun too long today. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, ready, Madeline? Okay. Whew. Very strange that the video is so small. I think we're in it. Are we in it? Yes? Hands go up and hands go down. I can turn myself around. I can stand up on one shoe or foot to look at feet today. I can listen, so can you. I can sit, I'll show you how. Story time is started now. Okay. Woo! Back in the video. Oh, don't pick your nose. No. Okay. Do you need a tissue? Okay. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? It's good to see Madeline here. It's good to see Madeline here. It's good to see Madeline here. How are you today? How are you? Good. Good. Can you sing to me? Okay. It's good to see Jima here. It's good to see Jima here. It's good to see Jima here. How are you today? How are you, Mom? Hope you're good. It's good to see you today. It's good to see you today. It's good to see you today. How are you today? Hi, everybody out there who's watching us now or who watches us at another point in time. We are happy to have you. Okay, so I have been working, really looking through different books in the kids' room, and I'm not going to read this one first, but I found this one today. So I've been kind of going through them one by one, just assessing them. And so it inspired me to pick books that have to do with using your imagination. We're not going to read this one first, I don't think. You know what? We can read it first. I'll show you. It just inspired me today. So it's called Imagine by Bart Vivian. And I think we all have to get a little creative these days, right? So it's good to use your imagination.
Imagine that COVID-19 is gone.
But it even corresponds with, remember, our summer reading program theme is Imagine Your Story. So that fits into that. It's published by Aladdin.
Aladdin?
Aladdin, yes.
Aladdin. What's that?
It's a publishing press, part of Simon & Schuster, which is a bigger one. But I just really liked this book, so I wanted to share it with you today. And so the other ones have to do with using your imagination as well.
The other guy got distracted.
Hi.
Yeah, don't get distracted.
Okay. If you can imagine things aren't quite what they seem and dream of possibilities that only you can dream of, then anything can happen. Imagine that your treehouse is more than just a treehouse. Pretend it's a castle. Believe that you can be whatever your heart desires. Imagine that one day you will be the hero. Dream of adventures that are just beyond the horizon. Hi, Ika. Say hi to Sergio for me, too. Believe that no fear is too big to face. Imagine voyages across oceans you've never seen. Believe that you can overcome all obstacles in your path. Imagine the possibilities that await you. It's all just a dream away.
I don't like that.
Do I need to scare you? Scare the hiccups away from you?
Somehow.
Hmm?
This is fine.
Not the thing.
An old clock.
You think you can do a song? What do you think?
Do I have to sing?
No, you can just do it.
Okie dokie.
Okay? Everyone should know this one. Okay? But we're going to do a lot of bits of it. Okay? It's called the Hokey Pokey. Okay? You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. Oops. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, put your right hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left hand in, you put your left hand out, put your left hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
I'm frozen.
Now your shoulder. Put your right shoulder in, put your right shoulder out, put your right shoulder in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Put your left shoulder in, put your left shoulder out, put your left shoulder in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Okay, now your hip. Put your right hip in, you put your right hip out, put your right hip in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Now your left hip. Put your left hip in, put your left hip out, put your left hip in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Now you put your head in. Put your head in, put your head out, put put your head in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Now we're gonna do our whole self. Put your whole self in, put your whole self out, put your whole self in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
I'm still frozen.
Oh no, why are you frozen? Oh no. I'm just gonna get some water before we get to our next story. Okay.
Yes, I'm not good.
Here I am. Okay. Get up for our next book. It is called When I Wore My Sailor Suit by Yuri Shulevitz. Right? Published by Farrar, Straus, Giroux. There you have it. Okay. When morning comes, I put on my sailor suit, my sailor hat, and my sailor whistle. Where to, sailor? Mother asks. Today I sail on a ship, I announce. A journey requires provisions, she says, and puts an apple and a cookie in my little valise. Bon voyage, Captain, she says. I give her my best sailor salute. I blow my sailor whistle, and I'm off. A sailor's life isn't easy. I must climb mountains to reach my destination. After an arduous climb, I knock on the Mince's door. My friend Mr. Mince opens the door and says, Well, hello, sailor, come in. Today I sail on a ship, I declare. Today I sail to work, he says. Bon voyage, Captain, and he leaves. On top of a dresser is a ship waiting for me, ready for departure. Carefully, I take the ship down, put it gently on the floor, and my journey begins. I sail, the seas are calm, the sun is shining. The waves start to rise, they go higher and higher, a terrible storm comes up. A sailor's life is dangerous, but a sailor must be brave. Valiantly, I keep sailing. When the storm realizes that I won't quit, it quits. The seas become calm again. Sorry, I've got the fan going, it's just hot. Here. After a long voyage, I land on a sunny island. I walk through luxurious vegetation. All is peaceful. But the peace is disrupted by a strange clump, clump, clump. I hide and watch. Oh no, it is that horrible Malinostro, pirate of 100 seas. He has one leg, one eye, one ear, and one arm. And in his one arm, he carries a rolled up paper. I stay hidden. Malinostro is pumping. Wakes 3 sleeping monkeys. They are annoyed at having their afternoon nap disturbed and begin pelting him with coconuts. Malinostro, the famous pirate, is so startled by the barrage of coconuts that he drops his paper and hops away as fast as he can. I sneak out from my hiding place, snatch the paper, and run away. When I'm safe, I unroll it. I can't believe my eyes. A treasure map. I can't wait to go on a treasure hunt. But what's that? I feel someone is watching me. Suddenly, I'm back in the Mince's apartment. I look around. I see no one in the room. I try to resume my voyage, but I still feel that I'm being watched. I look again. Now I see it's the man in the picture on the wall. I try to smile at him. He does not smile back. He just stares at me sternly. I try to ignore him and return to the ship to sail away, but his gaze follows me. I sail left, his eyes follow me left. I sail right, his eyes follow me right. I hide in a corner, his eyes follow me there. I get angry, I blow my whistle as loud as I can. Mr. Mince's mother, Grandma Mince, looks in from another room. When she sees me, she smiles. The man pretends to smile too. As soon as she leaves, he stops smiling and glares at me. I crawl under a table and hide behind the tablecloth. Maybe he'll forget me. I eat my apple and my cookie silently, and I wait. At long last, I peek out. As soon as he sees me, he looks at me severely. He never leaves the wall, yet he always knows where I am. Hi, Danielle. I wait some more, then carefully I crawl out from under the table. Quietly, I put the ship back on top of the dresser, tiptoe out of the room, and run home. Days go by. I think of the man in the picture. I decide to return to the Mince's apartment. This time I don't hide. I walk over to the man in the picture and say, "You can't leave this wall. You can't leave this room. But I can go far away on an exciting journey." Here he is using his imagination again. He's having fun doing that, isn't he? Okay. Oh, good, just in time. Ready? We gotta stand up. Okay. Okay, so this is like freeze dance. Okay. Ready, Madeline? Okay. Okay. Start dancing. Dance any way you want to. Dance any way you please. Dance any way you want to. But stop when I say freeze. Freeze. Okay. Now, jump as high as you want to. Jump as high if you please. Jump as high as you want to. But stop when I say freeze. Now, dance as fast as you want to. Dance as fast as you please. Dance as fast as you want to. But stop when I say freeze. Dance as slow. Sorry. Let me do it. Dance as slow as you want to. Dance as slow as you please. Dance as slow as you want to. But stop when I say freeze. Dance any way you want to. Dance any way you please. Dance any way you want to. But stop when I say freeze. Okay. One more story for you. Here I come. Water. This one's called Roxaboxen by Alice McLaren, illustrated by Barbara Cooney. Published by Lothrop, Lee, and Shepherd Books. Okay. There we go. Marion called it Roxaboxen. She always knew the name of everything. There across the road, it looked like any rocky hill. Nothing but sand and rocks, some old wooden boxes, cactus and greenwood and thorny ocotillo. but it was a special place. The street between Roxaboxen and the houses curved like a river, so Marian named it the River Road. After that, you had to ford a river to reach Roxaboxen. Of course, all of Marian's sisters came, Anna May and Frances and little Jean, Charles from next door, even though he was 12. Oh, and Eleanor, naturally, and Jamie with his brother Paul. Later on, there were others, but these were the first. Well, not really the first. Roxaboxen had always been there and must have belonged to others long before. When Marian dug up a tin box filled with round black pebbles, everyone knew what it was. It was a buried treasure. Those pebbles were the money of Roxaboxen. You could still find others like them if you looked hard enough. So some days became treasure hunting days with everybody trying to find that special kind. And then on other days, you might just find one without even looking. A town of Roxaboxen began to grow, traced in lines of stone. Main Street first, edged with the whitest ones, and then the houses. Charles made his of the biggest stones. After all, he was the oldest. At first, the houses were very plain, but soon they all began to add more rooms. What they're creating. The old wooden boxes could be shelves or tables or anything you wanted. You could find pieces of pottery for dishes. Round pieces were best. Later on, there was a town hall. Marian was mayor, of course. That was just the way she was. Nobody minded. After a while, they added other streets. Frances moved to one of them and built herself a new house, outlined in desert glass, bits of amber, amethyst, and sea green. A house of jewels. And because everybody had plenty of money, there were plenty of shops. Jean helped Anna May in the bakery. Pies and cakes and bread baked warm in the sun. There were 2 ice cream parlors. Was Paul's ice cream the best or Eleanor's? Everybody kept trying them both. In Roxaboxen, you can eat all the ice cream you want. Everybody had a car. All you needed was something round for a steering wheel. Of course, if you broke the speed limit, you had to go to jail. The jail had cactus on the floor to make it uncomfortable, and Jamie was the policeman. Anna May, quite quiet little Anna May, was always speeding. You'd think she liked to go to jail. But if you had a horse, you could go as fast as the wind. There were no speed limits for horses, and you didn't have to stay on the roads. All you needed for a horse was a stick and some kind of bridle, and you could gallop anywhere. Sometimes there were wars. Once there was a great war, boys against girls. Charles and Marian were the generals. The girls had Fort Irene, and they were all Girl Scouts. The boys made a fort at the other end of Roxaboxen, and they were all bandits. Oh, the raids were fierce, loud with whooping and the stamping of horses. The whirling swords of Ocotillo had sharp thorns. But when you reached your fort, you were safe. Roxaboxen had a cemetery, just in case, but the only grave in it was for a dead lizard. Each year, when the cactus bloomed, they decorated the grave with flowers. Sometimes in the winter, when everybody was at school and the weather was bad, no one went to Roxaboxen at all, not for weeks and weeks, but it didn't matter. Roxaboxen was always waiting, Roxaboxen was always there, and spring came and the Ocotillo blossomed, and everybody sucked the honey from its flowers, and everybody built new rooms, and everybody decided to have jeweled windows. That summer, there were 3 new houses on the east slope and 2 new shops on Main Street. And so it went. The seasons changed and the years went by. Roxaboxen was always there. The years went by and the seasons changed until at last the friends had all grown tall, and one by one they moved away to other houses, to other towns. So you might think that was the end of Roxaboxen, but oh no, because none of them ever forgot Roxaboxen. Not one of them ever forgot. Years later, Marian's children listened to stories of that place and fell asleep dreaming dreams of Roxaboxen. Gray-haired Charles picked up a black pebble on the beach and stood holding it, remembering Roxaboxen. More than 50 years later, Frances went back and Roxaboxen was still there. She could see the white stones bordering Main Street, and there where she had built her house, the desert glass still glowed, amethyst, amber, and sea green. The end. Madeline, time to tickle the stars. Yep. Okay? Twinkle the stars. Twinkle your toes. Turn around and pretend to twinkle your nose. Reach down low. Reach way up high. Story time is over, so wave goodbye. Okay. So, little bit different for, I'm going to kind of tell you about a craft opportunity. If you're on the island, it's not really going to work if you're not on the island, I don't think. But I wanted to let everyone know about this because our beloved Kim Gaffett is doing this little art contest called Color the Bee contest. It involves the Ocean View Pavilion bags. Every year, one kindergarten student is chosen, their picture is chosen for the bags for that year. And so this is this year's, done by our very own special friend Jada. It's a bee. And so Kim and the Nature Conservancy and the Ocean View Foundation are doing a Color the Bee contest that involves these bags. So I wanted to encourage people to participate. I have some at the library. Kim brought me some at the library, so you can pick one up at the library. You can also pick them up at the pavilion or the little, like on your way up to the pavilion, there's that little kiosk. And I believe they're also at the Spring Street Gallery. So you get a bag. The whole bag is the canvas, front, the back, sides, and it says to color or decorate it any way you want that will highlight the importance of bees as beautiful pollinators on our earth. The whole bag is the canvas, not just the bee. And then you can submit your bag to the Spring Street Gallery, or you can bring it to the library and I can get it to the Spring Street Gallery if you wish. And on the bottom of the bag, you write your name, your age, and how to contact you. And so there are three categories for this. There is one for those in their first decade of life. There's one for those in their second decade of life, and there's one for those in their third through 10th decade of life. So this is for all ages, and it says the winning submissions will be displayed at the Spring Street Gallery and at the Ocean View Pavilion kiosk. So I wanted to just give this a shout out because I think it's a cool activity you can do and it allows you to use your imagination. And so I hope at least those that are on the island will participate in this. And I hope that we can support Kim and what she's doing. And because she's so good in supporting the library. So she has some cool video series online. She has a cool like art and nature YouTube series as well. But this is something you can do socially distanced. So this is what I wanted to present to you today. Instead of showing another craft to do, I'm encouraging you to do this craft if you're on the island. I know some of you watching are not on the island, but yeah, have fun with it, get creative, and it could be hanging in the gallery if yours is chosen. Remember, it's for kids and teens and adults, all ages. So check it out, Color the Bee contest. Okay, Color the Bee contest. So I hope that you will do it. I should do one. I had Madeline do one, but I should do one. Just thinking out loud here. Okay, that's going to be it for us today. We will have another story time tomorrow. I will be at the library. My takeout window will be open from 5 to 7 tomorrow. I do still have some kits left over from Tuesday if you want to pick one up. I'll be there tomorrow 5 to 7 or Friday and Saturday 10 to 2. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. And okay, bye.